All right, everyone, get ready to explore the fascinating world of vocabulary with what we're calling the mesh word method. You see, our brains are wired to memorize things through repetition. But here's the kicker. Simply looking at a word and reading its definition just doesn't do the trick. You might think, oh, I can just jot it down a few times and I'll remember it. Well, not quite.
That's really interesting. You're saying that just writing something repetitively isn't enough? So, does our brain get bored or something?
Exactly. Picture this. If you haven't encountered a word from different angles, like seeing it in different sentences or contexts, it's like a butterfly that flits away from you. That's where the mesh word method comes in. It's all about exploring a word's forms and meanings from multiple perspectives.
Oh, wow. The mesh word method sounds super cool. So, when you say shapes of words, are you talking about them having some sort of physical shape? Like, can words be shaped like stuff?
Great question. When I refer to shape, I'm not talking about spelling, though that's important too. It's more about digging deeper into its root, prefixes, parts of speech, and even how you pronounce it. For instance, let's take the prefix bene. It's vital. It means good in English and shows up in words like benevolent.
So like a benefactor. Is that someone who does good things? Whoa! It's like a whole family of words. Do you think they have, family reunions or something? Laughs.
Haha, that's a funny thought. You nailed it. Understanding the part of speech is where things can get really intricate. It helps you determine whether a word is countable. One common snafu is saying feedbacks when it should just be feedback.
Wait. So you're telling me feedback is uncountable? Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. So if I said to feedback, it just sounds wrong, huh? I totally would have guessed that. Sigh.
Right? You caught on fast? And don't even get me started about stress and pronunciation. Misplacing stress can lead to major confusion. For example, the stress in benefactor is on the first syllable.
Oh. So is there a specific stress rule? Or do we have to look everything up in a dictionary whenever we're unsure? Laughs.
Well, there are some general guidelines, but honestly, when in doubt, consulting a dictionary is often your best bet for accuracy.
Right. I get it. So that must really help when trying to grasp meanings too, right? Like, wow.
Bingo! For instance, the word benefactor can simply be defined as a donor, but phrases like to go to can have several interpretations. That's why it's vital to learn various meanings to avoid mix-ups in different contexts.
Oh my goodness. Can you imagine trying to use to go to at a dinner party? The mix-up potential is insane. Haha.
Haha, absolutely. It could become really awkward if you stumble over your words. And if you understand related meanings, it can ease the learning curve significantly. Many learners feel frustrated when they know a word but can't recognize it being used.
Wow, that's so relatable. I mean, I've totally been there before. Is there any trick to remember those phrasal verbs you mentioned earlier? Sigh.
Absolutely. Most phrasal verbs have counterparts. If you learn them together, it really strengthens your understanding and retention, like building a bridge between them.
That's such a smart way to look at it. But what about words that have multiple meanings? Like, I once got really confused with cheap.
Cheap is a tricky one. It can mean low cost, but it carries a negative connotation. Instead of saying something is cheap, implying poor quality, it's far better to say it's affordable.
Oh, that makes total sense. So message received, who knew words actually had feelings too? Laughs.
Haha, absolutely. So to sum it all up, Let's focus on a word's forms, meanings, collocations, and contexts to truly memorize effectively. I encourage you to use this mesh word method with a word you've recently encountered and share your experiences with us.
Wow, I can't wait. I'll be like a walking dictionary. If my friends start asking me weird questions about benefactor, I'll totally know how to explain it. Laughs.
Yes, exactly. And if you're hunting for extra tips on enhancing your English skills, don't hesitate to explore other resources.
This has been seriously amazing. Thanks for the great conversation today.